What's up, Northwest?
I'm Zach Gorsuch.
And I'm Bridget Bindell.
Today is October 24th, and welcome back to Cougar Roundup. I am so hungry. Are you hungry?
Starving.
Oh, I know. Let's go to Chick-fil-A.
That's a great idea. Here's Chick-fil-A Club with some more information.
Northwest has any club you can even think of, and that even goes for my chicken lovers out there. Today we're going to explore Chick-fil-A Club and the in-depth look of students eating and getting to know each other at Chick-fil-A.
My favorite part about Chick-fil-A Club is just everyone coming together, enjoying food together, being able to discuss, and it's a good way to get away from all the stress of school. When I go to Chick-fil-A, I get the nuggets. They're really good. And one time I got the market salad. So good. No, I did not know Chick-fil-A Club existed last year, but I love Chick-fil-A Club.
And that's it for Chick-fil-A Club. Ask to join the group me and see you on Thursday for our eating needs.
Oh, that hits the spot.
I'm in the mood for dinner and a show.
I too could use some theatrical entertainment.
Let's see what Zach Donley has to say about the Fall Lab play that premiered last week.
I'm Zach Donley, and I'm the one who wrote Stories of Bad People Doing Bad Things. The reason I wrote the show was to show stories of people who in society that you don't usually hear about, and the ones that you don't hear the stories from, and I thought that'd be interesting. Sophomore year, I started writing some scenes for a Christmas show, and only one of them made it. And I kept those scenes, and then I started writing scenes after that, and I had all these scenes, and I took the one that shared the common trait of mad people doing bad things, and I put them into a show. I love writing, I love my craziness that's in my head. This show I finally got to be crazy with. I was like, I have three options. I have a cast of 7, a cast of 6, and a cast of 20. And he was like, the cast of 20, because we want to cast everyone we can. There's a scene where this person with multiple personality disorder ends up overdosing. And I was like, this theme of someone going crazy needs to be the basis theme of the show. And then I thought about what could each thing share in common. It was a mad person. Mad could be angry or crazy and doing bad things. Bad can be in bad taste or of bad quality. There was a different theme with each scene. I wanted people to have to think about something after they watched it.
Have you been interested in joining any clubs this year, Zach?
No, none of our clubs are extreme enough.
I think I might know just the one to change your mind. Here's Hacky Sack Club.
Extreme. What are you doing?
Just getting ready for my portrait.
Why?
Haven't you heard about Mrs. Rattan, the photography teacher? Let's get the inside scoop.
I think it's a form of expression, but it's easier for all kinds of students to express themselves with drawing or painting. Sometimes there's talent that comes into play and that can limit you, but with photography, it's just seeing with that critical eye. I love being in the darkroom and getting to work with negatives and seeing kids discover how it's magical almost, but I love the quick response of digital. Technically, I was a graphic designer, and I then decided to start teaching because I was teaching painting classes to adults and I just enjoyed it. And so then I was just going to teach graphic design, and honestly an opening opened up in photography. And I always loved photography, always did it as a hobby. I never thought about teaching it, and I went ahead and applied, and then I love it. The rest is history.
Soccer senior night.
Soccer senior night?
Yeah, don't you know about soccer senior night?
I can't say that I do.
Let's check in to see what it's all about.
You know how much I value our football team.
Do you, Zach?
Yeah, but we know all about them. Let's get the real story on our football managers here at Northwest.
I am the Director of Football Operations, which, as I explain to people, if they think about all the jobs that a head coach does not like doing, those are the jobs that I do for Coach Black.
Majority of what we do is set up for practice, so we get all of the step overs and like everything out that we might need, and then we get the water. And they have some people film so that they can watch it.
Difficult part of managing would probably be dealing with people that don't know how to do their job and being the only one like doing stuff.
I've got managers in charge of filming the game. We have 3 different cameras we use. I have 2 managers in charge of footballs anytime we're on offense, managers that write down the offensive plays that are called and write down the defensive plays that are called. So we've got quite a bit that we do on game night.
My favorite part about managing is just getting to like be with all of the other managers and getting to like watch the boys practice and then getting to go to the games and like be on the field up close watching.
Well, I started managing my freshman year because I didn't know anyone, so I was like new and I really wanted to get to know people. So one of my coaches were like, you can like manage if you want, and I was like, okay. And it just sounded really fun, so I started it and I kind of just like fell in love with it. So
Who's my favorite manager? That's kind of like when my kids ask me who my favorite child is, and I just tell them I like them all the same equally. There's no favorites here.
Another exciting week in the Bag Northwest.
I'm Zach Gorsuch.
And I'm Bridget Bendo.
Join us next week for another edition of
Cougar Roundup.